Normally, whenever I make YouTube videos, I would always make a little goofy compilation of me just playing games and seeing what happens. However, believe it or not, I'm actually passionate about video games. I know, it's crazy. So I really wanted to do a review type video just to see how it goes. And for the first one, I'm going to be doing one of my favorite Wii games, and that of course being... Hold on, what the fuck? There we go. Now, chances are, if you're watching the channel who only has 50 subscribers, you probably already know what Punch-Out is. Basically, it got remade for the Wii, and it is no joke, one of the best games you can play on that console. The story of Punch-Out is a very simple one. One guy called Doc Lewis meets a little guy called Little Mac, and then it's like, yo, let's be champion, and that's the whole story. Though it's not known for a story, of course, let's get into the thing you know it most for, the characters. Oh my god, every single one of these characters are incredible, and they knocked it out of the park with every single one. Not only is each character unique to one another, they also are kind of like based off the country they're from, stereotypes, if you will. For example, Glass Joe, this guy's a coward, he has 99 losses and 1 win. This is because the French was known for being cowards in World War II. Disco Kid, this guy is literally me if I was a boxer. This guy gets distracted. I don't know why he's a boxer. He should just go be a dancer. I don't know who told him it would be a good idea to choose this career. King Hippo is one of the best things ever made. This guy's from Hippo Island, probably hanging out with Big Yoshi. I mean, like, what else do you really need out of a character? Bear Hugger, this guy was trained by a bear, and then he comes back after you defeat him with a squirrel partner to try and defeat you. This is why Punch-Out is one of the best video games. And of course, we've got Super Macho Man. This guy is one of the funniest characters, and he's got a god complex. This guy is cockier than my friend Ben, and that's saying a lot. And a lot of these characters are complete assholes, like 99% of them, other than Glass Joe. Aaron Ryan puts horseshoes in his boxing gloves, throws headbutts, throws elbows, and then in the rematch, he takes Little Mac's old gloves, attaches them to a rope, and tries to hit you with it. And of course, Donkey Kong's here. For some reason, they're originally going to put Princess Peach, but they removed it because woman abuse. So they put monkey abuse in the game instead. Then there's Little Mac himself. This guy doesn't say a single word, however he is quite tough, to say the least. He is 5'7", 107 pounds. To put that into perspective, I am a 16-year-old scrawny white boy who gets made fun of by his friends for not weighing enough and being short. I am not only taller than Little Mac, but I weigh more. So naturally, you can imagine when he goes up against a 6'6" fighter who drinks soda steroids, it cannot end well. And then he knocks them out without a sweat, knocks out the champion, and then goes up against Donkey Kong, who, keep in mind, wrestles a guy 20 times the size of him and then punched the moon onto Donkey Kong Island. And what does Little Mac do? Oh, he just kicks his ass, no big deal, you know? This guy is living proof that size does not matter. If anyone ever tells you you are worse because you were short, show them this guy. And then we got Doc Lewis himself. This guy is pretty funny. He'll give you tips when you do poorly, but I never did poorly when I was getting footage because I'm too good at the game, so don't have anything for that. So yeah, to say the characters are good would be kind of an understatement. They are all incredibly creative and different from one another. But that's not the only thing that makes this game incredible. The other thing is the gameplay itself. It's very simple. You punch, you dodge, and sometimes block. However, it gets more complex as the game goes on. The patterns get harder to understand, and there's this little mechanic you might find out called the Star Punch. Now, normally if you're playing the game for the first time, you will discover it when someone does a little taunt. They'll glow yellow, and you punch them, and you gain a star. And what the star does, it allows you to, well, Star Punch, and it does a lot of damage. And you can stack stars, so you can get up to 3, and basically take 90% of their health away. But here's the catch. So sometimes they also have one-hit like KO spots. Like for example, Glass Joe, he'll do this thing, he'll go long live France or whatever, and then you punch him when he's stepping back and he'll go down immediately. If you get 3 stars and then punch him when he does that, it will end the fight immediately. This happens with a couple of other fighters. There's these little subtle details that you'll never catch on your first time playing. You might discover them next time, like for example, Von Kaiser, your first playthrough, you're probably gonna dodge just his attack normally, but you come back and realize you can actually punch him in the gut when he's doing that, and you earn a star. This, of course, sends the replayability through the roof, because it just makes you want to come back and replay the game again and again and again to improve your time. So now I can beat this game without getting knocked down once, destroying all of them on round 1. And that's not to mention all the content there is. There's 14 fighters, and then you get to fight them again for title defense. So I know I said earlier I made this because I'm passionate about video games and all, but I'm gonna be honest, that isn't the real reason. The real reason is because I wanted to one-up my friend Ben. Fuck you, Ben.